Hi everyone. I wanted to share with you a project. This is actually a swap that I am having with Beadybombom1, who is Elizabeth. Hi Elizabeth. Um, we decided to swap a pin cushion with 15 stick pins. And here is what I came up with. I actually purchased this house. It's actually three houses in one. Let me see if I can get this so you guys can see the top. Let me move the tripod a little. So it's one here, one here, one's here, one here, and one here. And what I did is I used the French country line paper from Die Cut with a View, and I put it all over the house, as you could see. And then after I did that, which of course my husband had to do all the measurements because you see all the cuts here and in here, so he studied architecture, so he was good at that. After we did all that, actually he cut it and then I glued it, then I went ahead and I started altering it. I used white rosette trim here, and I just put the pink glimmer mist. I used that on this one and on this one. All three of them have different rosette trims. And this one, top one, was actually, this one was pink, and I just brushed on acrylic paint just to kill a little bit of the pink. And then I added the birds and then bead trim here, and I added this lace. I did put some feet on it, these little wooden, you can see there. Let's see if it focuses. There you go. I put those on it, and I painted them white. The whole house was painted white before I did put everything, and it did come with the picket fence, so that I knew would be my stick pin garden. And what I did is I used moss, but I realized when I opened my moss that it was like if it was vines. So I decided, you know what, that would be a cute idea to make it with vines going up. So that's actually what I did all the way around the house, as you could see here. And then after I did that, I added tons and tons of flowers. I did go with my acrylic paint over it all, and just to kill a little bit of the green on it, but you could see I didn't go all the way up to the top. On some I went up higher than others on the sides. And then after I finished doing that, the other thing is I did use this trim all the way around the house. After I did that, I realized, I'm going to put little butterflies. So I decided to I punched them out with my Martha Stewart punch, and I decided to add butterflies everywhere. So there's larger and smaller ones. They're just scattered everywhere, everywhere. So after I did that, here's the other little bird on this side. After I did that, I decided, okay, well, you know what? I'll call it the butterfly garden. And I had this sticker in my stash, and it was actually blank here. So I wrote in butterfly garden, and I punched out this little butterfly, and I hung the sign with some chain. So that is her stick pin cushion. And then of course I added my stick pins. I won't take them all out because they are in there. But you could see the little owl, and then, they all have either flowers or they'll be in green and pinks with the color of the house. This one has a little rose. This is one of the ones Tammy sent me, which I love. Thank you, Tammy, for that. And then this one, see, has a butterfly and a flower here. So they all either have a green theme, a butterfly, or a flower. So that's the stick pins that I made for her. In there's actually 10, believe it or not. And then I altered this box. She told me that she's now very much into the shabby chic. So I decided to get this box and alter it for her. And again, I did put these square feet on it. I painted the whole box white. And this is the Prim Rose collection. I did not put paper everywhere. As you could see here, there is no paper. But I put this pink trim that I had bought, I had found at a yard sale the weekend I was junking. And then I used that at the bottom, since the box opens here. And it did have a closure, but I didn't like it. It was like flimsy. So I took that off, and then I used, like I said, the Primrose collection, and this is one of their this is one of the tags that's in it, and I put butterflies everywhere on it. And then here's one of the flowers that I also got at the yard sale, and then I put a bunch of other little flowers everywhere. You know, these were blue, so I did put acrylic. See the blue ones there? They were kind of dark, so I did put some flowers on them. And then I used this little tiny spool, which I think Marlene gave me this, and I just put this color trim on it. Here's another one of the flowers. This was a baby blue one. This one was a pink. I put a cameo, which either Marlene or Tia gave me this in the egg carton swap that we had. Here's another spool, and that one has lace. And this was also given to me, I think it was by Marlene again or Tia in the egg carton. So I added that. I added a bird, and the reason I put the bird this way instead of flying out, it's because it's feeding off of the stamens, I think they call them. And here are some more flowers. Like I said, here's a trim. And I did add this little clothespin, and I put an E for Elizabeth. And I added little flowers here. And then here I put this little corner piece, which I think this was from Marlene also that she made. And then, you know, you just open it here on the sides. But I did put here a wood button, and I used this organza sheer ribbon, and I put a bow. So that'll be the opening. And then when you open it, I added these little bottles, and they are all full with yummy goodness in pinks and blues and yellows. I added some of these angels that I had gotten at the bead place, and I added these for her in the box. And then the top is my favorite part of it. So let me just turn this so you guys can see what I did here. What I did on this side, I'll move the tripod over, I added this trim, and instead of putting Velcro because it'll end up stretching, I just ended up gluing the two sides here and here. So basically it's glued here and here, and then I added all the different laces. There's laces at the bottom, and there's just tons of laces in all shabby colors for her to play with. So I hope she likes that. I think the box came out really, really cute. I mean, let me just move the tripod so you guys can see how pretty it looks from the top view. So I hope she loves that. I mean, I love the box, and to be honest with you, my husband kept telling me not to part with the birdhouse because he really liked it. Twice he told me not to part with it. Once before I added all the butterflies, and then the second time when I added all the butterflies, he told me, I think you should keep it. And I'm like, no, you know, it's made for her, so I'm not going to change now. It's for Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, I hope you love it as much as everybody so far has told me that they love it. Marlene even saw it, who is for you, Marlene, on YouTube, and she loved it. And then here are the other stick pins I made for her. So as you can see, here's the heart one, which I've made several of those. I'm down to, like, I think 2 hearts I have left. And here are a butterfly one. Here's red. And this butterfly one has one of these flowers. This is like a meadow flower. And then, you know, green and blue, pink, you know, just shabby colors, but at the same time, other colors also, so she can have in her stash. And look how pretty this flower one is. But of course, I think my favorite would be the heart one. And I don't know, I like them all. So I made all these for you. So these are for you, Elizabeth. And here is her tag that I made for her. It's a rather large tag. I put some lace in the bottom, and then I put another lace here, trim, some flat back pearls. These flowers, which I did put acrylic paint on them so I can tone them down. Here's a gold butterfly that I also put some paint on. The flower, again, another one here, and then some seam binding in blues and beige. And then here at the back, I did already write a message to her. And then here is, I think Tammy sent me this, and it was gold. I'm sorry, guys, it has a tape here, but I've already packed it. And what I did is I just added it to the bottom here with the flowers, and it's two little birds with a heart, and I put stickles on it after I painted it. First I put gesso, then white acrylic paint, and then I stickled it, and then I just put a bow here because it has a little end piece here and I didn't want to cut it. So this is my swap with Elizabeth, so I hope she loves it. This video is, I'm gonna mail her package out today, but I won't be posting it until I know that she's received it. So I hope everyone is having a great day and happy crafting. Thanks everyone for watching.